See this house in Dyersville, Tennessee? Bad things happened here, and if you have sensitive ears, you don't want to hear about them from me. Carrie was an 11-year-old girl back in Iowa. She lived with her mother and stepfather, both of whom were dealing with personal demons. The stepfather, Ken, went to prison, and her mom wasn't capable of giving 11-year-old Carrie the support she needed as a new single parent. Enter Ken's dad, Bob Gawler. He lived in that house in Tennessee, and he drove halfway across the country in his Chevy Tahoe to see Carrie and her mom. Bob knew that Carrie's mom was unable to care for the girl and offered to take her away to Tennessee. Bob promised to give Carrie a better life in Tennessee. After all, he was her step-grandfather, right? Now, my impression is that Carrie's mom felt pressure and knew she wasn't properly caring for the girl. She agreed to let Carrie go to Tennessee to live with Bob. Big mistake. In Tennessee, it took no time at all before Bob was sexually assaulting 11-year-old Carrie several times per week. I'm not going to get into the graphic details, but this went on for 2 full years. Carrie had 2 friends, also from troubled homes, that Bob allowed to hang out at the house with Carrie. He engaged in coercive sexual activity with all 3 of the girls, forcing them to film each other as he sexually assaulted the kids. Now, one of the friends had a family member who learned about Bob's sick house of horrors and called the police. The cops interviewed Carrie and the friend, who told the truth. The cops looked at the pictures on the friend's phone and knew that they had stumbled upon a nightmare of sexual abuse. Bob came home and submitted to an interview with the police. He acknowledged that he brought Carrie to Tennessee from Iowa 2 years earlier. Beyond that, the pictures told the story, and Bob was placed under arrest on child sexual assault charges from the state. Carrie was sent back to her mom in Iowa. And while Bob was out on bond, he fled and became a fugitive. The police in Tennessee correctly assumed that Bob had left the state and enlisted the help of the U.S. Marshal Service to track him down. I can tell you from personal experience that the U.S. Marshals are very good fugitive hunters, and they tracked Bob down to my hometown of Jacksonville, Florida, and placed him under arrest. Because of the interstate element here, the FBI was brought into the case to pursue federal charges, and Bob pled guilty to both federal and state sex abuse charges. In an unusual legal move, both his federal and state sentencings went forward, and Bob got 25 years from both, to be served concurrently. This ensures that Bob will remain in prison until age 77. He would require a pardon from the president and the governor of Tennessee to beat both of these sentencings, and I think neither of those outcomes are likely. I really want to know what you think about this case. Can you let me know in the comments, and then follow me for daily crime stories. Thank you for watching, and be cool.